Oh, hey. So, I'm here at the Richfield terminal. Been here for 34 hours, did my 34-hour reset, and thought I was doing good. And my truck needed oil change, which they call B service here at Millis. So I went ahead and scheduled that to get done, wrote up the paperwork. And here it is 34 hours later, and still waiting for it to be done. Just went in and asked, got an update when they think they could get it in, and they still have another B service in front of me. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, Central Time. They said they should be able to get to me this afternoon, so kind of sucks. Sitting here making no money. Wheels aren't turning, so I ain't making no money. So went in and got some terminal coffee. Come back out here to the truck and wait it out, I guess. So here we are, 6:30 in the morning, Wednesday. I got here to our Trenton yard at 2 a.m. on Sunday. So 53 hours I've been here waiting for a B service or a oil change and just a comb over of the truck. So a little tired of waiting at this point. Wheels aren't turning, I ain't earning. So, but they finally got it in the shop. The guy said it could take the majority of the day, so we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't take that long, but at least there's light at the end of the tunnel. All right, so after 59 hours of sitting in the terminal, they got my B service done and changed the S bar in my bunk heater, so it should heat up a lot quicker and more efficient. So they're actually being really nice and giving me $125 in layover pay, so that really helps. I was getting a little worried with the money situation, but so that really helps. That's nice of them. So dispatch has told me to find an empty trailer here, get hooked to it, and see where we're going. All right, so after walking around for a little bit, there's a bunch of trailers here to look at, so just so you gain perspective. There's another row up there that goes down. So after walking around a little bit, found an empty trailer that passed inspection. Found two other empty trailers, but they wouldn't pass inspection. One had a big gaping hole in the roof of it, and the other one had a sidewall punctured out the side from a shifted load, so obviously couldn't take them. But finally found an empty trailer that did not have a glide hand lock on, so I'm going to switch over to that one. Then they put me on a load from the Milwaukee area, a 900-mile run down to northwestern North Carolina, here to John Deere. So just finishing that run up. Everything went smooth, everything's good, but it's amazing. I will always be amazed at how warm 30 degrees feels after you've been in 12, 13 degree weather. It's crazy. I was bundled up wearing face shields and Carhartt jackets and all that stuff, and now it's 30 degrees. It's sweatshirt weather. Whereas when you're coming off of fall, it's heavy jacket weather. But happens every year. But again, it's just it's something that amazes me how our body adapts. So just scanning in the paperwork here to finish up this load. Gonna hit ready to dispatch and see where they send me next. Well, I made it here to a Love's near Columbus, Ohio last night. Shut down. And with the first major snowstorm of 2019 hitting, I decided to stay shut down. Message dispatch, they're fine with it. And you know, these trucks were here last night as well, so I'm not the only one. But there are a lot of trucks that did leave and give it a shot, but looking at the radar, man, it's just iffy. You know, if I was in a car, I'd have no problem. I'd be out doing donuts and having fun at this stuff. But man, my first winter in the trucking industry, I'm just really nervous driving these things in the snow. But hopefully it'll let up where I can get going here soon, maybe tomorrow. But you know, this week hasn't been the best as far as miles. Last week was good, hit 3,000, but this week, man, after 59 hours sitting, getting the oil change at the terminal, now this is rough on the pocketbook, man, rough on the bank account. But trying to make the best of it, make this video, watch a little TV, heading into the terminal here to grab some lunch at Hardee's. So, but hopefully next time I come back to you guys, I'll be clearing up and hitting the road, getting some miles. Alright, so after being stuck here in southwest Ohio for 39 hours, it's finally stopped snowing. Forecast looks good. Let's get this truck cleaned off here and heading down the road, making some money. Alright, truck's cleaned off. Pre-trip's done. We got 429 miles, 7.5 hours to our destination. And about 2.5 hours to our fuel solution. So let's get this going, ladies and gentlemen. Wreck on the other side of the bridge there. Now I don't have to go that way.
Continue on this route for 11 miles.
Oh, dude. Snow can be pretty beautiful in settings like this. Sitting on the trees and stuff. It's just, man, if you just stay off the roads. I mean, it's fine now. The roads are just wet, but man, the last day, shutting down roads and sit for a day. I don't want the jake brake on. You got wet roads like this and it's 30 degrees where it's, you know, borderline freezing, even though, you know, I've been around this type of weather majority of my life, so I know that the roads are just wet, they're not ice. Temperature would have to be about another 8 degrees colder for it to be a real threat of ice. It's 30 degrees right now. And the reason being for that is when there's cars running over it constantly, it doesn't have time to freeze. Obviously 30 degrees is 2 degrees below freezing. So if there were no cars running across it, it might have a good chance to freeze, but not with cars constantly running over it. It should be fine.
Winding road ahead.
Winding road ahead. Just gotta make sure my right tires don't get into that white stuff. Another thing with driving in snow, when it's all snow to the one side or the other there, to the right, you get any of your wheels, especially your steer tire in there, it's gonna suck you right in. So you gotta make sure none of your tires get in there. Another thing to watch for when you're driving in this type of weather, to determine if the roads are wet versus icy, is the spray coming off of tires. If you have somebody in front of you, that makes it a little bit easier. But if it's just you around, you can use your mirrors to look down at your tires, and as long as there's spray coming off your tires, that means the roads are still just wet. So alright, so just finished up that little 20-mile run they had me do this morning. Didn't take me long to get unloaded, like 20-30 minutes, something like that. So glad to be done with that horrible week. Only ended up with 1,900 miles, so it's a pretty bad week. But I finished the paperwork, get ready to dispatch, and a couple minutes later, they're putting me on a run from Milwaukee to Fort Worth, Texas. So that'll be a new place for me. It's going to be a little over 1,000-mile run. So awesome way to start this new week. So it's I'm on my way till it's 4 Miller cores. So I'm on my way to Milwaukee right now. It's only 20 minutes down the road. Get that load picked up. I actually have to get my adaptive cruise control sensor looked at the shop at Richfield there. Unfortunately, the warning's been going off, so I got to get that looked at. Hopefully that doesn't take long, and then we'll be turning them wheels towards Fort Worth.